afternoon and a very warm welcome to Scotstoun Stadium as Glasgow Warriors take on the Wolfhounds in round 7 of the 3rd Celtic Challenge. After a break last week, both sides will be raring to go with table toppers Wolfhounds aiming to extend their unbeaten record, whilst Glasgow are looking for their second win. The last match-up was in Cork in round 5, with Glasgow fighting back for a precious try bonus point in the last half hour, after the Wolfhounds had started strongly to register 8 tries to win. The Wolfhounds are now assured a semi-final spot, but will want to ensure it's at home, while Glasgow, sitting fourth, will want to attack this block of 4 matches to reach the knockout stages. Kick-off gets underway shortly. Good afternoon to Scotstoun, a rather wet Scotstoun, and I'm delighted to be joined by Scotland cap Sarah Law. Sarah Law, good afternoon.
Thanks for having me today.
No problem. We're here to talk about Glasgow Warriors against the Wolfhounds. There was a match up in round 5. The Wolfhounds scored 8 tries in 46 minutes, and then the Warriors scored 4 tries, got a try bonus point in the last half hour. What, in your view, tactically, what changed? What made that swing?
Yeah, I think the Wolfhounds have been exceptional all season so far. In that game they were absolutely ruthless in the first sort of 40 minutes or so, really playing on top of Glasgow. It was really nice to see Glasgow come back into it in that second half and pick up a losing bonus point, which is something they've done really well. Only got one win so far this season, but picking up bonus points here and there, which has really kept them sort of in that top 4 hunt. And I think from a Glasgow perspective there was some really good bits in that game as a whole in both halves. But they just kept the ball better in that second half in particular. A couple of entries into the Wolfhounds 22 early on, and they were just a bit loose in their carries, got stripped a couple of times, and then just being able to build on that pressure in that second half, keep the ball a bit better, just allowed them to get those opportunities. So I'd like to see a bit more of that from Glasgow today.
Yeah, I think ball retention absolutely key today, given the conditions here at Scotstoun. At just about 20 minutes ago, just really heavy rain, and that might continue. And Sarah, just in terms of the team sheets, some interesting matchups. Is there any in the back, so the forwards are both that stands out for you in the terms of the matchups?
Yeah, I think for me, the Wolfhounds back line has been exceptional this year. There's a couple of changes in that, a new 9 and 10, but a 9 and 10 that played Glasgow a few weeks ago. So I like the consistency in that. Connection between your 9 and 10 is really important, so that'll be a big one for them. Rihanna Darrick and Katie Ainsworth for Glasgow as well. They've played a lot together over this year, and I really like how the two of them match together. I think in the centres as well. So in the centres for Wolfhounds, you've got Aoife Dalton and Vicky Elms Kinlan, who played a lot at sevens together. Not played a huge amount for the Wolfhounds in the centre together, but will connect really well. Also liked the way on a Glasgow side, Millie Warren and Brian McNamara have connected really well. They seem to read each other really well and get on the offload game, so if one of them's making a half break, the other one tends to appear on their shoulder ready for an offload as well. So I think that'll be a really important match-up for today.
Yeah, absolutely super match-up. Some real skills on show here today. And just in terms of the competition as a whole, there was 2 matches yesterday, and in terms of the league table and hotting up for semi-final slots, it's going to be a real race to finish in the top 4, isn't it?
Yeah, we saw two games yesterday. Brithlon backing up the win from 2 weeks ago over Edinburgh with another win on home turf yesterday as well. And then a really close battle between Gwalior and Clovers. I think that'll be an interesting matchup. That I expect both of them to be in sort of semi-final spots, so we might see them going head to head again. And that's been a really interesting matchup. Wolfhounds have kind of sat up on the top there on their own, but that 4th space is completely open. Glasgow will be looking to pick up a couple of points here, and then they'll have a couple of really important games, round 9 against Brithlon, round 10 against Edinburgh, and those are going to be really big opportunities for them to cement and place in that top 4.
Brilliant, Sarah. Thanks very much for your insights there. All to play for Glasgow Warriors against Wolfhounds, due to start shortly. And I'm delighted to be joined by head coach of Glasgow Warriors, Lindsay Smith. Lindsay, great to see you. The heavens have just opened, but good to go?
What a day. You wouldn't expect anything less in Glasgow, would you? Yeah, we're good to go. Obviously conditions aren't brilliant, but it's the same for both teams, so yeah, we'll see what we can make of it.
Fantastic. And there's just been a break week, so no match last weekend. And there's 4 matches coming up now. How are you looking to attack this block of 4?
Yeah, obviously that kind of rest week, down week was needed, came at the right time I think for everybody, but yeah, we've been straight back in this week. finish off our Irish quartet of matches this weekend, and then looking to build into those last three games. And obviously we've got a couple more home games coming up, which is really good for us. It's good to get home.
Absolutely, and you're saying because you've already played the Wolfhounds in round 5, 8 tries they scored in 46 minutes, but you got a precious bonus point try, 4 tries in the last half hour. What are you looking to take from that match into today?
Yeah, obviously we came away with a 4-try bonus point, which was really pleasing. Showed a real bit of kind of fight and a bit of resilience to the end of that game, but I want more of that from them earlier on. We've spoken about it a lot, and now it's about going out on the field and actually, playing to our game plan and playing to our strengths, and I suppose keeping that scoreboard ticking over in our favour.
Absolutely, and just a quick one on the changes you've made. 6 changes. Ellie Williamson coming in, an interesting one for you, and Megan Hyland in the forwards, and Aisha Sutcliffe moving to starting at loosehead. So a nice blend in the forwards.
Yes, definitely. Forwards were definitely giving me a bit of a headache around selection, which is what I want. The hookers especially are battling it out, but also very supportive of each other, so it's driving that competition and training, and then obviously getting those opportunities to play then helps one of them nudge the other one at times. So yeah, from an Ellie Williamson point of view, she was pretty rotten luck of injuries, so came back in that first Wolfhounds fixture. Picked up some game time in our last fixture as well, so it'll be good to see how she goes from the start rather than coming off the bench, so an opportunity for her to kind of show her physicality in this type of fixture.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a quick one, Rihanna Dyer comes back in at scrum half, missed out the last time, so an exciting prospect there too.
Yeah, it's good to have Rihanna back. But we've got 3 scrum halves in the squad, so there is competition there as well, which is nice for us to see. So the opportunity is there for all of them. Rihanna's probably nudged it this time on selection to get the nod to start, but it'll be exciting to see her back in and see how she manages the game at 9, especially on a day like this.
Absolutely, I'm just saying it's all down to the conditions as well. So very best of luck today, Lindsay, and try and keep dry, and we'll speak to you after.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. Thank you.
And I'm delighted to be joined by Neil Orcorn, head coach of Ulster. Neil, the heavens have just opened, but a warm welcome to Scotstoun.
Yes, no, it's just a little bit of rain, so hopefully keep us all playing, so all good.
And you're 6 out of 6 maximum points so far, but we've had a break week. What did the break week look for your team?
Look, we trained still during the week, and then had a bit of downtime, and then we came back in again this week, so it's been great to give the players a bit of time off and recuperate, and then we're ready to go for today.
Yeah, because you had 5 matches on the bounce, so
yes.
I'm sure that break would much appreciated by all. And you've got 12 changes today. Are you pleased with the blend you've got of experience and newcomers?
Yeah, very much so. Like, the big thing is we challenge strive within our training for competition, and I think the players are definitely doing it, which makes my job a little harder, to be fair. But listen, it's great to give opportunities, and hopefully they work well today.
Absolutely, and players like Cara Martin coming into the squad didn't get an opportunity last year, but hopefully get her opportunity today. So that's fantastic for her. But you've played the Warriors before in round 5. You scored 8 tries in 46 minutes, and then the Warriors scored 4 tries. So an interesting one. What are you looking to take from that match into the match today? Well,
hopefully we continue to start well, which is what the big thing we're trying to drive, and then it's just consistency throughout the game is really important. So making sure that we struggle. Well, we want teams to struggle score against us is the big thing we try and get after, and make sure that it's a full 80 minutes performance today.
Absolutely, because obviously your try scoring is exceptional, 45 tries, but also only 9 tries conceded. You must be very pleased with that stat.
Yeah, look, very much. So like, the big thing, as I say, like, we kind of really get after our efficiency and our score zone stuff, and the big thing is from both sides of the ball. So defensively, we got to make sure we're ready, don't let anyone in. And if they do get in, it's very difficult to score against us.
Absolutely, and I'm sure playing the conditions as well today. So
it'll be interesting.
Absolutely, very best of luck to you today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone for this round 7 match-up between Glasgow Warriors and the Wolfhounds in the 3rd Celtic Challenge, the last of the weekend's matches. As a recap, the Wolfhounds ran out winners in the fixture 3 weeks ago in Cork, with the match finishing 52-26, with the try count standing at 8 tries to 4. In round 7 yesterday, 2 matches, Britton Thunder running out winners against Edinburgh 33-14, and Gwalia Lightning just missing out to the Clovers down in Wales 14-19. And today's match-up, Glasgow Warriors against the Wolfhounds, due to get underway shortly. In terms of the conditions today, the heavens opened just after 1 here at Scotstoun, but hopefully the rain will ease. It was pretty heavy. Good to see the flag bearers are out and ready to go. In terms of the standings, those results yesterday meant that Britton Thunder switch up, so they now are on 5th place and Edinburgh are on 6th place. Wolfhounds, as we said before, topping the table on 30 points, 6 out of 6 and a perfect bonus points as well. So Clover's in 2nd, and Gwalia on 3rd, so no change up there from yesterday's results. Today it's first against Glasgow Warriors in 4th. Just a reminder, the top 4 spots are up for grabs. Everything to play for in these last 4 matches for the semi-finals weekend of 21st, 22nd of March. Head coach Lindsay Sithliff made 6 changes to her starting team for this round. Aisha Sutcliffe moves from hooker to loosehead prop, and Megan Hyland slots in at 2 to combine with tight head Katie Lindsay in the front row. Ellie Williamson coming back to full fitness after injuries, partners co-captain Holland Bogan in the second row. The back row of Thompson, McGilvery and Kubra is unchanged, while Rihanna Dark makes a return to the squad to start at scrum half alongside fly half Katie Ainsworth. Millie Warren and Brian McNamara form a dynamic and creative centre partnership once again. Emily Norville and Claudia McLaren both get their first starts of the tournament at wing. The impressive 18-year-old Poppy Mellenby makes her 7th consecutive start at fullback. Air duo Shelley Main and Robin Gibson could make their debuts from the bench. Back 5 players, Farrah Walker, Sophie Murphy and Samsana Kukuru are also the replacements in a 6-2 bench split. Head coach Neil Arcorn has made 12 changes to his starting lineup for this return leg at Scotstoun. 8 personnel and 4 positional. Ulster's India Daly and Sophie Barrett link up at hooker and tight head to start with the prolific Linda Zhugang, who moves across to loose head. The 52 times cap prop has scored in each of the previous 4 matches against the Warriors. Informed Fiona Toot swaps the back row for the second row, whilst Munster captain Maeve O'Leary comes back in at 6 to play alongside Regan Casey and Erin King. Jay Gaffney and Abby Moyles are the half-back pairing that started so well against Glasgow in round 5. And the teams are just coming out just now. Aoife Dalton, Irish internationalist, is leading them out. A proud moment for them, and made the journey over from Dublin yesterday, and they'll be raining to go. A bit of a wet warm-up, Sarah Law, who's alongside me, but they'll be ready to go. And a huge cheer for the Glasgow Warriors, led by co-captain Holland Bogan and Katie Ainsworth. Again, a proud moment for them in this round 7 matchup. 12 tries for the last game in round 5, so expecting lots more tries today, and also both sides needing to manage that conditions. The rain is still coming down heavily. We can see track side on the athletics side of the pitch, so both sides will need to manage that. Man in the middle is referee Murray Oliver from Glasgow Hawks and Kirkcaldy, and the assistant referees are Callum Lazenby and Alistair Watt. Brian McNamara, ball in hand, and we've got kick-off now. Ball just bouncing, just short there. Glasgow regather, ball squirts out.
Lost now, leave that. 4, no.
Still a bit loose ball there.
Who's back?
Glasgow just trying to settle in. Katie Lindsay, ball in hand.
Leave back now, Blue.
It'll be difficult conditions today, especially on this fast track at Scotstoun, making that ball greasy and the underfoot greasy as well. Huge there from Fiona Toot, just putting pressure on the ball carrier. Katie Ainsworth, the kicking game was so important today, trying to find some space there. Amy Larn collecting the ball and looking for space. Glasgow's defence will be so important. 6 tries conceded in the last time against them in the first half, and they'll be looking to shore up that defence. Again, Jade Gaffney, Abby Moyles combining at half-back. Ball goes back.
Carried back.
And Ainsworth, ball in hand.
Moving back in front.
Kicking again to Larn, 7th player. looking for some space with that pink scrunchie, and it's so quick, so elusive, just on that 10-metre line. India Daly
Tackle now.
starting at hooker today. Can also play back row. Aoife Dalton, captain, on the carry there.
No.
And Zhu Gang, we know how good she is, what a threat she is.
Tackle.
Does the hard yards, but can also do the sprint yards as well. And just a little knock on there. Good defensive set there from Glasgow Warriors, Sarah.
Yeah, we've already seen a little bit of the kicking game. I know we briefly mentioned the weather, but you know, at 1 o'clock this afternoon, the heavens absolutely emptied, or it felt like it had emptied, but there's still more coming down today, and that will definitely play into the game this round. Both teams really like an open and expansive game, and perhaps in the conditions today we might see a little bit more kicking from both teams, and it's just about being tactical with that, putting teams under pressure and keeping them down in that area once you've made that good kick.
Yeah, the Wolfhounds are practicing them all. They know they're going to get territory and play them all game, but scrum Glasgow.
Use it 9.
Rihanna picking up the ball, managing to keep possession. So important for Glasgow, keep that possession.
Tackle now, leave that.
Learning in every game. Nice pass out wide.
Flat play on.
Good carry there, good strong carry. And again, coming back left, Holland Bogan.
Out of there, 8, leave that, 8. Tackler must go.
Ainsworth ready to marshal. And again, Aisha Sutcliffe. So powerful in the carry, playing at loose head, starting at loose head today, can play at hooker as well.
All onside top.
And Rihanna Darrick with that left-footed kick, again finding Lauren.
Advantage, not top.
Ball went back, referee says. Play on. Glasgow trying to put the pressure on that kicker.
Retreating
Abby
front.
Miles at 10.
Advantage over. Wingers put
Ball
them
goes
on.
high. Great take there by Dara.
Lost now 11. No.
There's no scrum half. Brian McNamara realises and plays to her prop, Katie Lindsay. Dara back on her feet, finding Ainsworth. And out to the right-hand side again. Lauren reading that ball so well. Gaelic footballer for Kildare as well, so reads that high ball really well. Always in good positions.
Use it 9.
Swinging out to the left-hand side, and again, just a little knock-on, which might be the theme in this, certainly in this first half with such a pretty ball, Sarah.
Yeah, she looks a little bit disappointed with that, and the pass looked all right, so I think she will be disappointed that she couldn't take that ball, but I think that probably just shows how slippy it is out there.
Let's go, please.
Teams probably looking to kick a little bit more often than they would do,
sides,
especially in their own half, and this is a really good attacking position for Glasgow, without having had to work too hard to create that opportunity.
Both sides just to be settling down, getting used to the conditions. Glasgow obviously know this pitch, home pitch.
Bind.
Keep their eye on the ball and probably just be ready to adapt.
Use it now 9. Play away.
Nice pass out. And again, Ainsworth finding McNamara up that middle of the field. Can play 12 or 13 or 10, but seems to have found her slot at 13 just now. Just such a combining with Millie Warren in midfield.
That's fine. That's zone player.
Ainsworth just looking for to get in behind, which is great play there, just managing to find Sutcliffe. Williamson wants to get her hands on the ball, which is great to see. Those long legs. A little offload there, lovely offload there from Kubra.
Steel's good, you've got the ball. You've got ball.
Still only 19, a bit messy.
Holding on.
So it's holding on there.
No, you've fallen.
But a good passage of play there from Glasgow.
Yeah, and a little bit of interplay between the 8 and 9 there, just lifting the ball off the floor, which was really nice to see, but just left themselves a little bit short of clearers. Committed 4 clearers to the previous ruck, and then just going into that space, Emily Kubra gave the offload but couldn't keep her feet, and just a little bit slow to get to the breakdown, and that'll be disappointing. We chatted about the last time these two teams played each other, and that was a big feature for Glasgow, getting into the 22 and then not keeping hold of the ball. So that's something that they will have been looking to work on, and that'll be disappointing to have given that away so early on.
They certainly seem to settling down, but just getting that detail right, as you say, Sarah, in that 22. And it's a line out from that penalty for the Wolfhounds. India Daly with the throw in. And it's a great take there. Driving forward.
Advantage, one in at the side.
Good organisation there from the Wolfhounds. Finding Vicky Elms-Kinlan, who's moved from the wing into that centre position. And again, a nice offload there. Maeve O'Leary. Strong ball carrier. Proficient at 3 sports. Real knowledgeable around the pitch. Munster captain. Anisha Smith there, just doing these hard carries.
No advantage here. We'll come back to you for the penalty.
And we're going back.
Penalty, one in at the side. One in at the side.
Number 1, just an infringement there, Sarah, at the line out.
Yeah, and good sensible play from the Wolfhounds in these kind of conditions, off the line out, not looking to go too wide too early, just looking to go to the maul nice and early on, making good yards, getting a penalty advantage, and then having the freedom to play a little bit more if they needed to, knowing that they could come back for a penalty.
And this is exactly what they were practicing in the warm-up. Neil Arkon, the head coach, ex-scrum half, just really driving the forward pack, getting them organised and making sure they have the options when they hit that 22. Tull imperative today for India Daly, and just chatting with Sophie Barrett, her Ulster teammate, who's starting at tight head. And there's a great take there by Erin King.
Blue to floor.
And reorganisation.
Tackle now, lead back.
They need the patience here, the Wolfhounds. And a little offload there. Great take there. Fiona Toot, lovely offload. Zhu Gang with a carry, playing at loose head today. Jade Gaffney just had to have a double take off the floor there. Nisha Smith just getting the carry. They want another one for the forwards. Just cutting back in, sucking that Glasgow Warriors defence in. Zhu Gang so prolific in this area. And again, just taking time. Driving. Just short there, just short. And again, India Daly wants that ball. She's burrowing away, but again, just short. Abby Malls kicks out to the right. Katie Corrigan's there. Can she score? Yes, she can. Beautiful play there for the Wolfhounds' first try. Repeated forward carry, sucking in that defence, and Abby Moyles really looking heads up rugby out in that right wing.
A lot of hard yards from the forwards to begin with on that score. Came from that line out, just thrown to the 5, and then a really patient build up, just going through the motions, and then they spotted the winger out here on the sideline. We've seen Dana O'Brien starting at 10 for the Wolfhounds in a lot of these games so far. Her attacking kicking has been excellent, but Abby Moyles just showing she's got the same accuracy with her kicks, can pick out her winger out in the open, and then good patience just from her winger to be able to step back into that defender and get over the try line.
Yeah, 6 conversions the last time out for Moyles. And she gets that one. That's a superb kick. At University in Limerick, but playing for Ulster. And as you say, Sarah, just showing there's depth here in that Wolfhound squad. Combining well with Jade Gaffney to create that first try. Katie Corrigan crossing 2 years ago, 12 tries. She was the competition's top try scorer, but opening the account for Wolfhounds today. 7-0 to the Wolfhounds. And the kick just going into touch there, and the Wolfhounds, but clinical play there by the Wolfhounds, Sarah.
Yeah, it's their first real opportunity into Glasgow's 22. They all knew their roles there, willing to go through the forwards first. thought Glasgow's defence on the line was pretty good there, though. They could have powered over in that tight space, but just the patience to know when the time's right to pull it out to the backs, and the accuracy of that kick under a little bit of pressure as well to find that space on the edge.
The organisation is good. The throw was good from India Daly, and she's on the ball. Good take by Fiona Toot in the line out, and it's a good carry from Daly. She's mobile, she can play back row as well, converted back row. But Glasgow are a bit more aggressive in their defensive sets and are putting them under pressure on this 10-metre line. Katie Lindsay trying to just slow down the pace of the Wolfhounds ball.
And I think that's really important for Glasgow today, even if they're not necessarily getting turnovers in that area, just being able to slow down that breakdown. The Wolfhounds thrive when they get front foot ball, quick ball, and then they can build into that cycle where they continue to get more quick ball and more over the game line. Glasgow being able to stop that will be really important.
And there's Abby Moyles putting up another high kick, asking the questions. But it's a great take there by Ellie Williamson. And Claudia McLaren coming in off her wing at 14. Great take her, great link up. And looking out in this left flank here, Millie Warren with ball, but gets turned over, was looking for the offload. But Erin King, newly named Ireland captain, is able to link up with Larne and keep possession. It's just slightly forward, just slightly forward. Murray Oliver just adjudged that just to, there we go.
And that's part of the danger there as well. Glasgow just a little bit loose in their carry and get stripped, and the Wolfhounds team just spark into life on transition. They're looking to move it to that wing. There doesn't look like there's a huge amount of space there, but they make a little bit of space. Let's just having a look at the try just from before, just perfectly weighted, and then Katie Corrigan gives herself time just to step off that right foot and get in under the
strong footwork by her. 7s and 15s international. It's missed out in the World Cup, but we'll be looking to make her presence felt in the Irish side soon. And it's good play by the Warriors here, moving that ball well. Backs linking up, getting into those 15-metre channels. Good carry again by Kubra in that wide 15-metre channel. And Ellie Williamson. Can they go side to side? It's still drying, still coming down, but Warriors wanting to play, find that width. Millie does. Millie Warren, and it's Gemma Thompson finding Emily Norval just on that side. But there's 4 defenders there, and that just shows the strength and depth of that defence from only conceded 9 tries, the Wolfhounds, in 6 matches.
Yeah, and the space was there though. If you look at the Wolfhounds' defence, they're actually quite narrow. They're pressing really hard and trying to stop Glasgow getting to that edge, but there is space there, and you know, that looking to get that ball just a wee McNamara offload out the back there, just to
good hands
to create a little bit of space. So the space is there. Glasgow, they've got good skills to get there. It's just making sure that they can preserve enough space to allow their wingers to run down that 5-metre channel without the risk of getting bundled into touch.
Preservation of space is everything in any game you play, but it's a good take there from the Wolfhounds. And again, Abby Moyles, just that conduit, studying aircraft engineering, very much smart player and playing smart today with the kicking game. Again, the ball slightly always bounces back in this pitch. Players have got to adapt to that, and Amy Larne picks up the ball. And the Wolfhounds go through their phases. Regan Kaysen with the carry there, but again, just a slight knock on, just slight, and again, the Warriors just managing to put on a bit more pressure, and again, the conditions as well. Regan Casey just maybe just got a slight sore ankle there in the carry.
Little bit of inaccuracy from the Wolfhounds, which we've not really seen in the last few rounds, but Glasgow got to really use that. This is another really good attacking opportunity. It's nice that they have seen that space on the edge and they have the ambition to go there. You know, it's wet, and normally in the wet you would look to go a little bit narrower, but if the space is there, they've just shown they've got the skills to be able to move the ball into that space. I'd like to see them to continue to go there, and then you can test a Wolfhounds defence make them question whether you're going wide early, and then the spaces might open up in the middle as well.
Yeah, Glasgow, the only team to get a try bonus point against the Wolfhounds. So it's early asking of the questions. Definitely something the Wolfhounds probably have not come up against so much. Regan Casey, thankfully, getting some treatment there. She's come all the way over from Canada. Her father played for London Irish, and she was at University of Victoria in Canada and is now playing in the AIL in Ireland, so and making her first start for the Wolfhounds today. So she'll want to stay on if she possibly can. Irish qualified. But great to see both teams giving opportunities. You know, there's debutants here. Great to see, Sarah, isn't it? The players getting that opportunities at the next level.
Yeah, definitely. I think Wolfhounds have used a lot of players this year already. It's nice to see them being brought in along with some of your experienced internationals, and they'll learn a lot from being in and around this. So Regan Casey, we just mentioned her first start this year, but she's in that back row with Erin King, who's just been named as the Irish captain, returning from injury herself, but is a phenomenal player when she gets going. And if you can bring new young players in and around that kind of experience, that's fantastic.
Absolutely. Erin King, 7 caps, but capped Olympian as well, capped at 7s and 15s. Serious injury, missed out in the World Cup, but turning it around. Well done, Erin King, and will be leading Ireland in the Guinness Nations. Good scrum there by, that's a great interception. Fantastic play by the Wolfhounds, and another great read. And it's Jade Gaffney with the read there. Huge turnover for them, and just shows their ball awareness, Sarah.
Yeah, a really good read from the scrum half. Knows it's not going blind, just gets herself in and around the passing lines to stop Glasgow, and then a really good weighted kick from Abby Moyles as well, just a metre or so from the touchline. Here's just a look at that. Good scrum half following in behind, making sure she's in between the pass option there and able to nick the ball.
Yeah, vice captain for Leinster, and great play. But Holland Bogan with the take. Top line out taker for the Warriors and indeed for the league. 43 takes, absolutely outstanding in that line out operation. But can the Warriors keep hold of that ball against the Wolfhounds? Strong defence, and again it's a maul, it's been taken in, it's not coming out, and it's a turnover for the Wolfhounds. Really good defensive play by the Wolfhounds, just denying the Warriors that set piece to play off.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, just getting in and smothering that ball, getting a really easy turnover.
The height of the ball in the line out is crucial when you bring it down as well, the height, just so that the defenders can't get in amongst it. So the Wolfhounds will be pleased with that set piece turnover. If you can deny them at source, provides good ball. Jay Gaffney with the put in at the scrum.
Wolfhounds setting up with 4 backs in sort of 10 metres behind the scrum.
And it's quick ball, and it's Elm Kinlan, and there you have it, a lovely breakthrough. Eva Dalton just not quite going to hand at 13 there, and a counter attack here for the for Warriors. Holland Bogan on that carry.
No hands. Tackler's still there.
Just going back into the traffic there.
All on.
But Darrick there. A lovely clearance there by Rihanna Darrick. Back in the starting side today, and that left foot just makes a difference, point of difference.
Yeah, really good kick to relieve pressure. Glasgow haven't found grass on many of their kicks so far, but that one just really well weighted, rolling into touch, and she's won herself 25-30 metres for her team.
And relieving the pressure. There was the option to go wide there, but actually setting it up in the middle and exiting, that was good. Probably maturing as a team there, the Warriors. India Daly with the line out. And again, Fiona Toot.
That's all backwards, play on. Good contest for me.
Gemma Thompson, a real worker, especially in defence, and this line out, trying just to slow that down. But Zhu Gang with the ball, and that leg carry. Strong player.
Stay on one. Retreat in front.
Moyles. Great take there by Emily Norville. Attentions of Katie Corrigan.
Lost now, nowhere.
Really good tape, watched it well. Move forward, catching the balls about your feet as much as anything else. And there's Katie Lindsay, tight head prop, trying to make those extra yards for the Warriors. Ainsworth's wanting that ball.
All on.
Kicking in behind. And again, just asking that questions out by Lauren.
Moving back in front.
Good return kick there by Lauren.
Backwards.
Ainsworth manages just to, ball's bobbling. She'll need help.
8, lead that, 8, go.
And again, there's a bit more composure about the Warriors today. Katie Ainsworth's got a great temperament on her. Again, the ball just bubbling, but it just went back there. Just a little knock on from the Wolfhounds, but definitely a bit of more composure, Sarah, today.
Yeah, a little bit more composure from Glasgow point of view. You can see a couple of loose kicks coming their way, and they're sparking a little bit in transition, but then they've got the sense to slow it down when they need to, when they realise they're not getting over the game line. And some really good kicks so far from that half-back pairing, 2 in a row that have just found turf rather than a person, and then got an opportunity again. Linda Dujang doing really well to get on that ball, rip it. That seems to be her go-to at the moment. We've seen that a couple of times over the past couple of weeks.
As I said, she's scored 4 tries in each of the last 4 matches against the Glasgow Warriors. So prolific in the loose, but doing the hard stuff in amongst, holding up the ball, just causing problems in the tight for the Warriors. 20 minutes in, and it's try. Katie Corrigan scoring for the Wolfhounds, 7-0 so far. Rihanna Darragh with the put in, and it's going right. And again, Katie Ainsworth asking those questions down that tram line.
Outside.
And again, a return by Lauren.
Backwards.
Darragh able to field.
Keep moving back in front.
And again, that's the questions that Rihanna Darragh would be hoping just to ask the Wolfhounds, and just making it a bit trickier on the floor.
Yeah, it just didn't quite carry as much as Abby Moyles had expected it to. She just tries to control it with her feet, which in a normal dry day might have just stopped short of that touchline, but just slides straight into touch there. And Glasgow have got a really good position here.
Megan Hyland with the throw in. And again, finding Holland Bogan, but it's not straight. And that's frustrating for the Glasgow Warriors. And it's a put into the Wolfhounds. So just a few things just to tighten up there, Sarah.
Yeah, just a few things. They put themselves into a really good position, and you take that line out, maybe drive it forward an extra 5-10 metres, and then it gives your backs a really good platform to play off in the 22. As it happened, give the ball straight back to the Wolfhounds, so you'd expect to send down into the Glasgow half, and then we'll get back into a bit of a kick battle. Scrums have been pretty even so far. Isha Sutcliffe, Megan Hyland, Katie Lindsay against Linda Zhugang, India Daly and Sophie Barrett in that front row. And it's even Stevens, and it's a great take there by Erin King off the back of the scrum at number 8. And the ball just goes forward. And again, both sides just experiencing a few minor things just to tighten up on. Yeah, just a little bit loose there. Erin King makes really good meters and then just presents the ball back, but just gets caught by a leg and then ricochets straight back into her. So the referee's given it an accidental offside there.
Yeah, it was a great carry there, wasn't it? Really, Melly Warren at 12, a great tackler, but just powerful from Erin King at number 8. Yeah, really dynamic off the base of that scrum as well, just to get well beyond the Glasgow back row. And as a 10, that is the worst thing when you can see an 8 storming towards you at pace. And here's Brian McNamara just finding some space, and that's superb footwork. Brian McNamara scoring the Warriors' first try of the day. Absolutely outstanding piece of individual footwork. Brian McNamara, first try for the Warriors. It didn't look like anything was on there, but Brian McNamara just
a little bit of footwork, a good fend, and then the strength and the power just to keep running through that, and she got Glasgow back into the game. Wolfhounds looked to be matched up. Just really good power to hand off the first one, bump the second one, tackle her, and the pace to accelerate through. Brian McNamara's actually scored in each of the games against Irish opposition this year.
Yeah, fantastic play. A real find for the Warriors, and Millie Warren with the conversion. And it's a great conversion by Millie Warren. Got a lovely, easy style. And we're now 7 points apiece here at Scotstoun. Glasgow Warriors against the Wolfhounds. Yeah, Brian McNamara, what can we say about her? She really, she's 29, she's come over from New Zealand, she's lived here, she's Scottish, she's qualified for Scotland now through residency, and certainly an absolute asset to any team, Sarah.
Yeah, she played in all 9 of Glasgow games last year, having previously played for Edinburgh the season before, but I think this year in particular she's really stood up for this Glasgow team. She's been excellent in attack, but I think defensively as well she's also covered a lot of ground, shown her skills there, and she got her team right back in it today.
Absolutely, really good footwork. Got an athletics background as well, which I didn't know about, and that explains some of that pace there, finishing off that try. But it's can the Warriors back it up? And that's just a little knock on there, the defensive set, and that's a difference there from Glasgow's other matches, scoring a try but backing it up with a strong defensive set. We just see it here. That's strong, that's a great tackle there. I think that's Millie Warren. So quick off that defensive line at 12. Great in attack, but absolutely outstanding in defence. Got really, Millie Warren, really good tackle technique. Glasgow University student in her 4th year, playing at Hillhead, Jordan Hill, and at Glasgow University. Scrum from the Warriors just in front of the 10. And Darach and Norville linking up there. And it's out to that wing. Toffee Mellenby's just trying to find some space. It's a great take there. Kubra, great hands.
Backwards.
It's gone back. Glasgow just need to not overplay and settle it down. And Dark finding Bogan as well. Always a willing carrier going forward. A break weekend last week. I think she's played every minute of every game for the Warriors, much needed. And it's a lovely kick in behind. Katie Corrigan and Amy Larn having to fend. Emily Norville just putting a bit of pressure on there. McNamara reading that kick and watching it, and it just went forward there. Referee picked that up. A very slight knock on, and she knows.
I think she does. Again, a really good kick from Rihanna Darach. We've seen that move from Glasgow a couple of times off a left-hand scrum, and they fixed the centre really well, and Megan Burns did well to recover with Aoife Dalton chasing across there as well. But then Glasgow came back the left-hand side and were pushed almost back to where that scrum started, so they hadn't made any ground at all. But a really sensible kick from Rihanna Darach into that corner, and it looked to be a loose kick return from the Wolfhounds, but just that ball dribbling along the floor, you're not quite sure where it's going to go in this slippy conditions, just causing a bit of bother.
And the scrum goes out the back there of the scrum. The Wolfhounds just trying to find some territory. Amy Larn's doing a sterling job at full back there. Her kicking game is excellent too. And there we go, he's Megan Burns coming off that line. And it's a knock on, but Glasgow are in possession. And it's going to be a scrum. Both sides reading it quite well and putting each under pressure. It's a really interesting matchup, Sarah.
Yeah, this is just the end of that. This is a little half break on the outside. Really good fend. And
yeah, absolutely.
Katie Ainsworth actually did really well to reel it back in there, make sure that wasn't a line break.
Let's go.
but just a little bit loose from both teams. Those kind of offloads that would normally stick, just forcing them a little bit too often, I think, for both teams.
Yeah, Fiona Toot just receiving some times off just now. Fiona Toot just receiving some treatment down on the pitch there, but I think both teams, and certainly from the Warriors there, the line speed, Holland-Bogan's line speed. So we're talking about sort of the finer detail and some slight knock-ons given the conditions. But I think the defensive pressure is forcing that too. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that game we saw 2 weeks ago over in Ireland, Wolfhounds against Glasgow, there was patches of that game where Glasgow line speed really put the Wolfhounds under pressure. This is a team who love to play on top. When they get a couple of carries beyond the gain line, they tend to string another couple together after that, and then they can whip the ball wide to the backs, and we've just not seen any of that today because they've not been able to get consistently over the gain line. That kind of energy from Glasgow is going to be important to keep on for the whole 80 minutes, because you feel like if they ease off that, Wolfhounds will really get into their stride a bit more. Yeah, certainly the wings, Megan Burns, coming in from the sevens at 11, more than capable, she's shown in that half break just of crossing the try line. But scrum Glasgow, and it's a good take by Millie Warren, getting on that front foot, getting in behind that defence, and the support's there from Glasgow, but it's just not quite quick enough, and I think that's going to be the absolute key for the next step for Glasgow.
Yeah, really good turnover from Abby Moyles there. Similar setup from Glasgow as well. This time they hit the short option rather than going wide, and Emily Cooper just lost their feet trying to get to that breakdown.
Again, Norval takes the ball, quite comfortable under that high ball. Only started playing when she was 17 and is making good ground. The Wolfhounds getting their straps at that breakdown. Glasgow got to service that.
No touch there, play on.
There's a knock through. Megan Burns, who we've just been talking about. She's looking for support. Into the 22. Fiona Toot. Sophie Barrett, strong ball carrier. That's good play from the Wolfhounds, capitalising on their pressure. Gagning looking for Zhu Gang, and it takes two to get her down. She just fights for every inch. Sophie Barrett as well at tight head. I'm sure we'll see her at the Six Nations. And it's a great try there, and it's Erin King, captain, scoring the second try from the Wolfhounds. Just creating from that pressure, getting into the 22, going through the phases, a couple of really good carries by the props, Zhu Gang and Barrett, and Erin King just getting that second try for the Wolfhounds.
Again, it's not taking very much for the Wolfhounds. Good chase from that kick to begin with, and then once they're on top, they're staying on top. They're tight carries, but getting over the gain line each time, and Erin King taking them forward there and getting herself over.
Abby Moyles with the conversion in front of the sticks. And it's a confident kick there from Abby Moyles. 2 converted tries for the Wolfhounds leave the score at Glasgow Warriors 7, Wolfhounds 14 on the 32-minute mark. Good kick, Sarah.
When you're ready.
Yeah, really good conversion kick as well. She's got quite a straight run up compared to most kickers, but very effective. She kicked 7 conversions in her last outings for the Wolfhounds, and 2 out of 2 so far today.
Yeah, another one's coming from soccer and Gaelic football and is quite comfortable on that ball. But the Warriors are one to great charge down there by Holland-Bogan. And they want to capitalise on those moments in the 22. Great take there by Poppy Mellenby and Emily Norval. Good footwork, good fend, but Amy Larn again doing a good job in that full-back position. Ellie Williamson on that ball. Has a lot of good carries today, but it's turnover ball.
No 9, that's lost now.
Zhugang recognises and off she goes. Good work again there by the Wolfhounds at the breakdown. Pouncing on that loose ball, and Fiona Toot scored in the last 2 matches.
Now you're off your feet. Ball's there.
On form at the moment.
Retreat in front.
That's a high one. Poppy Mellenby, great take there. And again, a great chase there.
No hands, lost now. Ball's there.
The energy in the Wolfhounds kick chase now, though, is just gone up a gear.
That try's definitely sparked them. There's a crucial try there, just a penalty here.
Glasgow just got away with a little bit of a loose kick, just probably that energy I was just talking about. Wolfhounds players just getting a little bit excited and straying offside. But you can see every kick now that they're up quicker than they have been together as a line, and then competing really hard at that initial breakdown, trying to get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It was a good charge down by Holland Bogan up there, but again, Amy Lark managed to clear her lines. Impressed with her today. Even though it's wet, she's quite happy on it, and it's still raining. She's quite happy underneath that high ball for the Wolfhounds at fullback. Megan Hyland just cleaning that ball, trying it slightly. A tough one for the. There we go. There's the catch from Amy Larn. And Megan Hyland with the throw. Great catch. Holland Bogan off the top. Aisha Sutcliffe finding Millie Warren. Good support there from Brian McNamara. Again, servicing that breakdown. Aisha Sutcliffe just trying to get that extra bit in. And Holland Bogan in midfield on the 10 metre. Out it goes to Millie Warren, and it's a great take by Gemma Thompson. Just offloads a bit too early in that contact. Great take there from, and Zhugang is on the run.
No hands, 12, Cartwheels are still there.
It's a great break there by Gemma Thompson, in case you missed that one. Just up that left side, but Wolfhounds now in possession again. Erin King looking for support. Katie Lindsay, a part of work there.
Just a knock on.
Just a knock on there. Good read though, but just a knock on. We'll see that there. Look.
Really good read from Katie Ainsworth there. If she'd taken that, I think it would have been a good foot race.
Yeah, and Kubra as well. And a great break up that left-hand side. But again, Zhugang is so quick to recognise if there is a turnover or a loose ball.
Yeah, really good half break to begin with. I think it was Millie Warren with a excellently timed offload, just as she was hitting that contact, being able to get that ball away, and then the second offload probably not needed, and straight into a Wolfhounds hand. And you're right, as soon as they get a turnover, there's a couple of players around that ball who just spark into life and are looking for easy opportunities straight off that transition.
We've just into
just wheeling slightly there, so we'll have a reset. Great opportunities for these front rowers to get good scrum practice in these conditions.
keep working hard.
Keeping it low there, and the front row just want to slight turn there, and just both sets of front row just want to stay strong and square and get the penalty by going forward strong and square. Aisha Sutcliffe has moved across that loose head position, is doing a power of work. Well done her.
Just going to briefly talk about backs. We've got two in behind there and only one Glasgow player in the backfield, so
it's a great take by Corrigan. Again in that 22, Poppy Mellenby, the pressure's on.
No, not on the side 10. Stay on. Timing's good on that. No, advantage is over.
Yeah, from that scrum there, the Wolfhounds getting into that 22.
Yeah, Glasgow do well just to scramble the ball away, but just looking at those starting positions from Glasgow, they had all of the players up flat there except Poppy Mellenby, who was on her own in that backfield, especially in that position just inside the Wolfhounds half when the 50-22 option is on as well. I would hope for a couple of those wingers to sit on a bit of a half or be aware of that kick threat, because it's a really easy place for them to put the ball in. And even there, Poppy Wellenby gets back well, but she hasn't got any options to help her get out of that hole.
Smart play by Katie Corrigan, but great turnover there by Holland Bogan.
Tackle now, no. It's inside.
Intercepting that ball from the Wolfhounds. Emily Kubra beyond the 22 now. Just going to have to be aware of where they are.
Ball's lifted, carried back.
There's a charge down by Erin King. Great take by Erin King. What a superb read. Just short of the line.
Advantage, not really.
Using all her international experience there. Sophie Barrett just trying to get her way to that try line.
Yes.
Fiona took right in that try line as well with the carry. And it's Nisha Smith there with the Wolfhounds' third try. Superb interception and charge down there by Erin King, leads to Nisha Smith's third try from the Wolfhounds. Great team effort from the Wolfhounds. The Warriors will be slightly frustrated with that one in terms of their exit, but great take there by Nisha Smith.
Yeah, they will be. They came from this charge down here. Positive carry from Emily Cooper, but just took them outside the 22. Katie Ainsworth sitting back there juggled the catch a little bit and just didn't have enough time to get that ball away. Erin King on it quick, and then the Wolfhounds forwards picking and going, creating gaps for each other and getting another 5 points.
Erin King so lively, such a threat, both attack and defence. Abby Moyles with the conversion, and again that no-nonsense style, so effective. 3 out of 3, Sarah.
Yeah, she's kicked really well, hasn't she? 3 opportunities from the Wolfhounds really in this first half. 3 7 points they've got out of it. They've not been the same free-flowing team that we've seen in some of the previous games, but they've been clinical when they've had the opportunities. They've taken maximum points from it.
Absolutely. That's half-time here at Scotstoun, and the half-time score is Glasgow Warriors 7, Wolfhounds 21. The Wolfhounds scoring 2 tries there in the second quarter to go 7 and 21 points up. But a really entertaining game here, and Glasgow Warriors with some real intent in that first half, but just those charge downs proving key, and Erin King proving key as well.
Yeah, they've not had a huge amount of moments into Glasgow's 22, but they've really relied on that experience in the forward pack to get them go forward when they've got into those into that 22, and they've done well to convert their opportunities.
So we'll just have a recap of the first half tries. Katie Corrigan was first on the score sheet with this lovely weighted kick, Sarah.
Yeah, the forwards had built it nicely from a line out to begin with. They'd done some hard yards just underneath the post, and then they just switched the ball back, and a really nice weighted kick from Abby Moyles straight into Katie Corrigan's hands. A very nice finish.
Yeah, superb finish. She's been taking the conversions, but she's just showing that she can command she's quite happy commanding the pitch. Really commanding it well there. But here's the footwork from McNamara. The attentions of all these Wolfhounds players, and just elusive.
Yeah, this was Glasgow coming back into it, and they've had a decent amount of territory actually in this half so far. They've kicked well at times, and just inside the Wolfhounds half. Brian McNamara on this side just beating the first defender, bumping the second, and then the pace as well, just to accelerate clear and finish her own try off.
Yeah, that athletics background, she's just so knowledgeable. She'll be delighted with that one.
Yeah, and that really got Glasgow back into the game as well. You could see a bit of a shift in the energy. Glasgow players really getting behind the team at that point. Every turnover, every knock-on they were getting into, and then just towards the tail end of that half, just a couple of mistakes and gave Wolfhounds the opportunity deep in their own half, and they converted very well.
Yeah, this is Erin King try just on the 31-minute mark. So those last 10 minutes decisive for Wolfhounds. And there's Erin King just driving over Sarah, such an asset. Amazing that she, even before Christmas, she wasn't sure if she was going to be back. So to be back and to be captaining, scoring tries and captaining Ireland, quite remarkable.
Yeah, she got a really bad injury in the Six Nations last year, missed out in the World Cup, but she was looking like a phenomenal player at that stage, and she's come back into this Wolfhounds side and been just as good in some of her work rate. This was her getting a charge down for the last score just before the half as well. Just that work rate to get into a good position to
their third try, absolutely. World Rugby's Breakthrough Player of the Year for 15s in 2024 already, capped at 7s, and just showing today why she is that and finding her fitness. And just some hard carries, just nothing, and a great pick and go there from Nisha Smith.
Yeah, definitely, and a really good clear out as well from the two Wolfhound players just around that, which just created a little gap for the second row just to go through. At the end there, you just see them working hard to get beyond and take out that
Aoife Dalton, yeah, absolutely.
That extra player and just create a little bit of a gap around that breakdown for the next pick and go to go.
Great, Sarah, thanks for those insights. So half-time score, Glasgow Warriors 7, Wolfhounds 21. We've now got highlights of Gwalia against the Clovers from yesterday's match. See you for the second half soon.
They met in round 1 in a 10-try thriller that finished 35-31 to the Clovers. Will we have another cracker this afternoon? Gwalia Lightning against the Clovers kicks off at 1 o'clock.
Short again, some 3 metres out. There's McCarthy carried that time, and they pick and go again, go the open side. Ideally, you want quite a passive tackle, but they go wide, and a lovely line by Aoife Corey, and she does crash over. She had an earlier chance, but this time she takes it. Opening score goes to the visitors and to their fullback, Aoife Corey.
It's a great line by Corey. She comes direct. It's hard in that instant. Gwalia are on their line, under pressure for multiple phases. You've got to credit Clovers here. They've gone through multiple phases. They remain patient. But here you see the short, hard line. Beats Molly Anderson-Thomas.
Reardon trying to get onto the ball. Good carry again by Eilish Quinn.
Oh, that's a lovely line and a lovely ball. McInerney goes over for the Clovers. A lovely ball, a lovely line, well worked, and you got to say it was on the cards. That try was coming. A second for the Clovers.
Yeah, well worked, lovely line. McInerney, but great ball as well. And you're right, Rhys, they have been pressing. We're a quarter into this game almost. And it's been mainly Clovers at the moment. But look at that, just delayed pass, that pump lets the defender bite. And that line just opens up, but it's a nice and tight line. Makes it hard for the defender to make a read.
McGrath. Evie McGrath with a carry. There's Hessian. Out the back door. Niamh Murphy, lovely ball. McInerney looking for a second score. Chopped down in a tackle by Caitlin Lewis.
McInerney's been dangerous as a 13 today as well.
Lovely out to inside line. Oh, and trotting all the way through. Niamh Murphy. Not had that much ball in the second half of the Clovers, but when they've had it, they've looked dangerous. Niamh Murphy over for their third score.
Yeah, right, Rhys. They haven't had much ball, but clinical, accurate when they have. Struck well then, and everything I think this Clover side does. The intent to go forward. We see Murphy there, and we just seen McInerney just before that. But they're looking to attack forward, be threats with it.
Ball slowed down. And Bryony King and Lily Terry, I think, going forward there. Now the backs have it. Hughes pulls the ball back.
Prythro to replacement Courtney Greenway. That's the way to make an impact. Crashing over. I thought they botched it for a second. As the ball got to Courtney Greenway, she cut back inside. She's been on for what, 30, 40 seconds? And she's got the Lightning back into this game.
You're right, back into the game is key. A hugely important try for Gwalia, and Courtney Greenway still had a lot of work to do. I thought, give her the ball here into space. She's a dangerous winger, but great cut back inside. And look at her physicality against Murphy as well. Really good work by the GB winger.
The pick by Bryony King. Does she get her knees to the floor? Yes, she does. They have advantage. Aloe Pearce waits, goes low.
No advantage.
Bryony King taps and goes. Just short of the line. Some serious pressure now on the Clovers. The arm is in the air. I couldn't tell you who scored, but I can tell you it's someone from Gwalia Lightning. Is it Evie Hill? I think it is. The last to rise, and the Lightning are back with a flash.
And it's game on here now in Astramanach. We've seen Evie Hill do that numerous times this season from close range. She gets herself into a great profile. Nice low leg drive. No, she hasn't got far to go. Profile is everything. Gets herself over. If Hughes kicks this, it's a 5-point game. It's a big play as well, actually, because at the moment Gwalia have a losing bonus point, whereas if Clover score again, they pick up a winning bonus point, and Gwalia lose one. And I'm not sure what that would do to the league standings, but it might have an impact.
Well, the Clovers still want to play. Niamh Murphy with a carry.
That is time.
There's the call. That is time.
Yeah.
Will they look for the safety of the touchline? Or will they go for a fourth bonus point try? The answer is simply no. Orla Dixon said, I've seen enough. Off the ball goes. An entertaining clash at Ystrad Mynach. We thought the Lightning were dead and buried early on. 12 points adrift at half-time. 19 points adrift at parts of the second half. That back they came. 2 tries and a losing bonus point. I don't think they'll be too happy, Sean, with the performance, because the final score reads Gwalia Lightning 14, Clovers 19.
So just a recap of this weekend's matches. Round 7, Britton Thunder 33, Edinburgh 14. Swapping places in the table, Britton go to 5th, Gwalia Lightning 14, and Clovers just edging that one, 19-0 up, but finishing 14-19, but the Clovers remaining in 2nd place. And the current score at half-time is Glasgow Warriors 7, with the Wolfhounds with 3 converted tries on 21. Good match-up. Brian McNamara scoring the Glasgow Warriors try, with Katie Corrigan, Erin King and Nisha Smith scoring the Wolfhounds tries. Next weekend's matches for round 8. This is a block of 4, so round 8 next weekend. The Clovers against Edinburgh, 12:30 on the Saturday. All the matches Saturday. Britton Thunder against the Wolfhounds, also at 12:30, and Gwalia Lightning against Glasgow Warriors at 1 o'clock. So both the Wolfhounds and Glasgow Warriors in action in Wales next Saturday. As I say, everything to play for, Sarah, isn't it? Everything to play for with the top 4 slots on the line.
Yeah, definitely this year with a semi-final as well. It's just added to the excitement towards the end of the season with those top 4 positions up for grabs. Wolfhounds well and truly in that top 4, but Glasgow, Bristol and Edinburgh are all battling to get that 4th place, and Glasgow putting in a good performance today, and we're looking to be into that top 4, so we might see a Glasgow versus Wolfhounds fixture again this season in that semi-final.
Yeah, so that's the standings as it stand, taking into account the half-time score here at Scotstoun, which is Glasgow Warriors 7, Wolf 21. Wolfhounds currently with 34 points, 4 points, no bonus point at present, and Glasgow on the 1 try, still on 11 points. But everything to play for in this second half. And Glasgow will want to come out strongly, and the Wolfhounds will want to continue their streak. Some really good play there, but both sides probably need to tidy up some little bits in contact as well, Sarah.
Yeah, a little bit. It's been a little bit looser than we've seen both teams so far this season. The weather has probably not helped that, although it doesn't look like it's coming down quite as hard now. It's still absolutely hammering it down here in Scotstoun. That's probably played into the game a little bit, but just some of that decision making about when those offloads are on, and a day like today you have to be absolutely on it, and so I think both teams will be looking to tighten that up in the second half.
And the Glasgow Warriors being led out by Holland Bogan there, is doing sterling job in the line out, and the teams are ready to go, and we've got number 18 on for Glasgow Warriors. That's Imogen Spence. She's coming on at the tight head. And Abby Moyles there in the middle with Murray Oliver, the referee, ready to go. Heading down to that west stand. Her kicking, Sarah, has been really exceptional the first half, hasn't it? A variety of kicks.
Yeah, definitely. She's shown a range of what she's capable of from her kicking. Really deep kick off there just to pin Glasgow down in their own half.
And Zhugang just giving Millie Warren some attention. If she's carrying high, she's going to challenge for that ball. So something to think about there in the ball carry. And McNamara in that clearance position. Abby Moyles picks it up, and Amy Larn on the counter-attack. And goes out to Katie Corrigan on that right channel. And Aoife Dalton on that right wing. Super run there by Aoife Dalton. Love, so difficult, so elusive. Right into the heart of the 22. Putting the Warriors pressure right from the get-go. We've talked about this at half-time. India Daly with the carry just on that 5 metre line. Erin King again. Played so well in that first half. Zhugang is the dummy, and it goes out to Abby Moyles there. And again, Megan Burns there on that left wing, just coming in. And it's just short. Gaffney at scrum half. And it's a great take there.
Playing the ball on the floor.
And it's a penalised there. Glasgow Warriors been penalised.
Hold on, you've got.
Erin King there, just desperate, but somebody's down on the, trying to cross that line there. India Daly's just receiving, making sure the player's all right. But again, just how dangerous are the Wolfhounds getting into that 22, Sarah?
Yeah, absolutely. And Aoife Dalton there with the break on the right hand side. She's such a balanced runner as well, and then just swerving back in field closer to her support to make sure that they can keep the ball there. It looked like they were going to score out on the wide left hand side here. Abby Moyles just throwing the ball over the top there, and then looks like Glasgow have done a good job there. Freya Walker, who's just come on at half time, getting underneath that ball, but the refs come back for a penalty.
Yeah, oh, that looks a nasty one there. No, I think arm, sure, it's Maeve O'Leary, and she's just back. Munster captain, and suffered some serious knee injuries, but holding her arm or her shoulder, so we wish her all the best just on that try-line injury there. And the Clyde are clapping her off, and she will be in the hands, the safe hands of the Wolfhounds medical team, and I'm sure she'll receive the treatment she requires. But penalty here for the Wolfhounds. in the corner, Sarah?
Yep, good to go. Time back.
Certainly looks like that's the way they're going. India Daly making sure she's off the pitch, ready for that line out, but could be the best deception you've ever seen.
Let's set a nice gap.
Absolutely, but India
On
Daly
line,
getting
please,
ready
black,
with
black, sorry,
the
black
towel
on the
there.
line. Black on line.
This is where they were practicing in the warm-up. But that's a loss for Maeve O'Leary coming off. But we've got Aoife Corcoran on now in the red boots at number 20. She's come on in place. And it's a nasty line out. And it's a great take there by Imogen Spence. But just a knock on there, and it'll be a scrum to the Wolfhounds. So again, another opportunity for the Wolfhounds, Sarah.
Yeah, didn't quite get their line out right there, did they? But Glasgow Hand just not getting the timing quite right. But Glasgow Hand just snuck in over there and knocked it on. So the Wolfhounds have got another chance on the 5 metre line.
Yeah, the lift there by the Wolfhounds wasn't quite as slick as they would have hoped with that front paw. Erin King not quite getting up.
Crouch. Bind.
Jade Gaffney with the put in.
Set. We just went down. Yep. We're just scrumming too low this side. Let's bring our height up. Bring our feet
We've
under
got new
us.
front row in here.
Our height
Imogen
up.
Spence, 18-year-old Imogen Spence. Has come on in place of Katie Lindsay in that front row and just trying to get her timing, get herself organised up against Linda Zhugang. What an experience for Imogen Spence playing against 52 times capped Linda Zhugang.
Crouch. Bind.
She's converting to the front row, Imogen Spence. So every time she scrums, development great again. Work off that back of the line, and it's Erin King. But it's good Glasgow Warriors defence, and it's good leg drive there. And the Wolfhounds have scored. A superb try there, and it's Fiona Toot. She scored in the last 2 matches, and she's just got the bonus point try there for the Wolfhounds. Superb run off the scrum there, Sarah. Erin King just making those metres, and Fiona Toot, also an Irish internationalist, just finishing the job off.
Yeah, this is exactly what the Irish side would have wanted from the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Erin King so quick off the back of that scrum, gets a fend out to beat the first one. 3 Glasgow players having to go into that contact area just to hold her up. Brian McNamara does really well to send her back, but the momentum they've created from that first one, just plenty for the second row to get a good pick and go for the 4th try.
Fiona Toot on a real rich vein of form, and Albie Moyles again, 4 out of 4 conversions. If you were playing with her, Sarah, you'd just feel absolute confidence in the way she's playing at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple that have been a bit easier than the others, but that first one from near enough the touchline, a really good strike to get an extra 2 points, and they can make a huge difference. Maybe not in today's game or in some of the games that Wolfhounds have played so far, but when you get into those tight games, and we'll get a final this year, you know, having a kicker who you know can get an extra 2 points from wherever on the pitch is hugely reassuring for a team.
Yeah, and Fiona Toot in the scrum cat there, plays for Ulster, born in Dublin, and player of the match the last time out against Glasgow Warriors, and getting that bonus point try there for the Wolfhounds. They'd have talked at half time about how they'd want to attack. Immediately that whistle went at the beginning of the second half, and they've got that bonus try. But kick here, the restart didn't go as planned, and scrum here for the Wolfhounds.
And from a Glasgow perspective as well, that's the worst possible start to the second half. Scrum here, loads of kick space again.
Carried back into the half. Stop in front, 12.
She just sees it, but that one's just gone out in the full. I think that's the first kicking that she's not made.
Just
Abby Moyles.
overcooked it a little bit, but Glasgow really leaving that backfield open. Again, that scrum just on the halfway line. Both referees say that's inside your own half as well, so that 50-22 is really open. And both touchlines there for her to look into, but just overcooks that one a little bit.
Yeah, Poppy Melody playing at 15 and can also play 10. But every match, and there's a great take there. Good line out, good execution there by the Warriors.
Still going. No,
Darth wanting that ball now.
Backwards.
Just goes past Fair Walker there, and Katie Ainsworth is tidying it up.
Tackler's still there. Keep working back.
And again, Bogan making her way to the 10-metre line. Poppy Fletcher also on at loose head now.
No hands.
Just not quite going to hand. Millie Warren, the ball just dying at her feet. And Zhu Gang again on that turnover. Erin King, it's a real tussle in these tight exchanges.
Carried back into the half. Retreat in front.
Abby Moll just making them turn. See, putting the ball down that middle, making Emily Norville and Poppy Mellenby really think about it. But Norville's fast. She's out in that left wing.
Got the ball, play on.
And it's turnover. Great work there. I think it was Nisha Smith out in that wide channel. And it's turnover ball.
No hands, no hands, leave that.
Again, the Wolfhounds just quick to react when the ball's available at that breakdown. Fiona Toot on the carry. Vicky Elms-Kinlan combining with Aoife Dalton. Aoife Dalton's getting her run on now, getting into the game. India Daly with the carry into that 22, right on that 22, and again it's Erin King. Emily Cooper strong though, and Aisha Sutcliffe just trying to slow that ball down in that 22. Good tip there, Vicky Elms-Kinlan.
Knocked on the contact there. Lost control
Marginal,
of the ball
just a little knock forward there.
Yeah.
Aoife Dalton saying maybe not,
Not the ball.
but that's the decision. Nice passes of play there by the Wolfhounds, just getting into that 22 and just marginal decision there.
Yeah, I thought she'd done enough to hang on to that one there, but the referee team just adjudged it to have gone forward there.
And we've got that change in the front there, so Megan Highland is off. We've got Poppy Fletcher goes to loose head, and Aisha Sutcliffe moves across into that hooker position. So great to have that flexibility within the team with players that can play different positions. Just really offers a different dynamic, and the Wolfhounds have got those options too.
Set. Use it now.
Scrum.
We'll just play. We've got the ball. Yeah, retreat in front. All on.
McNamara's kick. Great take by Amy Larn. She's not missed one yet. And Megan Burns, Sevens captain. It's a great tackle there. Fiona Toot just a little lift, and again just stretching that defence, asking those questions. Erin King always gets a couple of extra yards. Pop out to Zhu Gang. She'll go route one back into the middle. She is so strong. What a great carry by Zhu Gang. Corcoran's come on. O'Leary gets a good carry. Looking out in those wider channels, Megan Burns so fast. Clyde McCarran as well to marshal her, but the ball's still alive.
No, off your feet now, 9.
And Fiona Toot again, really good on that ball. Excellent carries there. Erin King on that ball. Erin King, Fiona Toot just wanting to get in that ball as much as they possibly can. And again, a slight knock on there. But great carries from Fiona Toot and Erin King.
Yeah, some really powerful carries from the Wolfhounds team. I think Glasgow have been a bit unlucky at a couple of those breakdowns there. Looked like one of the Glasgow players had got over that ball really well and was getting a good lift, but not able to get the ball away, and the referee not seeing it as a penalty in each of those occasions either. But
it's a physical game here, and we've got Zhu Gang is going to come off.
On the ball, and you can't her out the way first, and then the clear lift.
Yeah, here's Megan Burns here. Ellie Williamson with
really
the tackle.
Really good tackle as well. She was allowed to run a little bit off that kick return, but when she was stopped, she was well and truly stopped by Ellie Williamson. Here's another view of that. Look at that. Really good shape, getting your foot in close to that, just lifting.
And she's tall, so to get down in that excellent position with that leg drive, absolutely excellent.
I wouldn't know anything about that, but apparently that's quite hard.
but amazing because she's a 2 ACL Ellie Williamson, 2 ACL full reconstructions, and broke her left arm twice. So to be back doing tackles like that is outstanding. And Nisha Smith there just getting some attention as well, try scorer. Just shows you hard work out there today for both teams. Both teams really giving it their everything.
Set up and I'll put time back on. Let's go, please. Yeah, good to go.
Murray Oliver just in charge of things today from Kirkcaldy and Glasgow Hawks, and was also number 5 at the Scotland-England under-20s game at the Hive on Friday night. So great weekend for him and his progress in the officiating career. But scrum down for the Warriors.
Set. Use it, 9. No. Retreat in front. Wingers put on.
And that's a great, just exactly right where they would have wanted that.
A really good exit from Glasgow. Like in the second half, they're going straight to the kicker from the base of the scrum. So that scrum's really as stable as it has looked. No issues with that. Not bothering with an extra phase where they might risk losing it. And that is excellent distance from Brian McNamara on that kick.
Yeah, just everyone just doing their roles. Clinically. And India Daly with the throw in again.
Good contest.
And again, Erin King. Prize of not straight, but it's play on. And again, those strong ball carries. Getting those extra yards. I think that's Helen Kinlan, that midfield. Sophie Barrett, look at that. Great run by her at tight head. Excellent carry. Caoimhe Malloy is on with those yellow boots. And she too is powerful in that front row. And Dalton again looking dangerous in those wide channels. And Amy Larn bursting through into the 22. Erin King again picking at the back of that ruck. Just always looking for those extra yards. Caoimhe Malloy got 2 tries last time out against the Warriors. Danger player. Good carry there, and good work there on the floor by Corcoran. Another carry by Smith.
No hands.
Elms Kinlan. Caoimhe Malloy, this is where she's so dangerous, just right in front of the sticks. 5 metres out, wanting that ball, and Fiona Toot as well. Back row, but playing second row today, but it's getting some good carries. Erin King wants another try. Glasgow having to work so hard here. Wolfhounds have really got their momentum going. Nisha Smith, can she get her second try? And Malloy knows her way to that try line, just short. And that's great body position. And it is Erin King. She's got her second try, and the Wolfhounds' 5th try of the day. She's really wanting it today, isn't she, Sarah?
Yeah, really working well for her team. I know she's not the captain of this Wolfhounds team today, but she will be the Ireland captain in the Six Nations in a few weeks' time, and that's exactly what you want when things didn't necessarily go your way in that first half. Someone who's just going to lead from the front by offering themselves up for every carry, getting herself into a good body position.
So low.
Really low in that carry. There's been a couple of times she's not quite got that height right, but the fight in that moment when it looks like she's been holed up, just to keep working hard to try and win an extra couple of metres in every carry, it's been excellent.
Yeah, the fight that's back on this rugby pitch from serious injury is getting over those try lines. And it's another conversion by Abby Moyles. You can hear her saying, yes, Abby, really having a superb day from the tee and indeed kicking from hand. 5 from 5, Abby Moyles. So the score standing at Glasgow Warriors 7, Wolfhounds 35. Strong start to Wolfhounds to this second half. Great take there by Casey.
Kemperrock's good. Play on.
Caoimhe Malloy.
Ball's there.
Malloy adding a bit of bite to these carries. Her experience.
All long wingers put them on.
Lovely take by Poppy Mellenby. And this is where when things start to break up, she wants in on the action.
No way.
Can spot a space mile off. Imogen Spence just going on a bit high. Ball goes out the back. Great tidy up there by Ainsworth. Such a tidy player. And tidies there. Kubra with another carry. Poppy Fletcher there just trying to get into the 22, which she does. That's a really strong direct carry by Poppy Fletcher. But strong work there by Wolfhounds. Not rolling away there in the tackle by the Wolfhounds. That's a better set there by the Warriors, Sarah.
Yeah, it's been a while since they've had the ball in this half. Really good break from Poppy Mellenby. She's excellent when the play breaks off in front of her, particularly off that kick return. And her role as a 15, she can play 10 as well, but probably, you know, that's one of her strengths that you can see more of when she plays 15. I've not seen much of it today, but that one, just a half break and looking for someone on her shoulder who wasn't quite there. But then they are a bit patient. Yes.
She does it with real conviction, doesn't she? Real conviction. Brian McNamara just, I think, was calling for a scrum, but we'll see what happens here off the penalty. But the indication was that that's what she wanted. And we've got a substitution here for the Wolfhounds. Cleena Nicocker comes on for the Wolfhounds, and a huge moment for Shelley Main of Ayr, who comes on to make her Glasgow Warriors debut. So a big moment for her, and it's coming on for Ailey McGilvray, who is lots of energy for the Glasgow Warriors. So but a big moment for Shelley, Sarah.
Yeah, a really big moment. Debut for the Glasgow Warriors, a huge achievement. Should come on at a really good time as well. Glasgow deep in the Wolfhounds half, and
they're going for a line out. Yeah.
We thought they might choose a scrum, but it looks like they're going for the line out here.
Yeah. Message must have come on. But Shelley Main, vice captain of Ayr. Robin Gibson on the bench, due to make her, if she comes on, also due to make her debut. But a big moment for the Ayr Rugby Club today.
Change also for Glasgow Warriors.
And just Poppy just getting some treatment there. Poppy Fletcher, physio's on, just around the knee. But Poppy's also been out with injuries. Amazing the amount of players that have been out for injury, and this competition just provides them with a massive platform to aim for and to develop from. And to perform.
Yeah, Poppy came back a couple of weeks ago in one of the Celtic Challenge fixtures. She's actually just been in with the Scotland squad to train for the Six Nations extended squad, but a great opportunity for her. She's still a very young player, played under 18s and been a captain there, and there's obviously a lot of leadership skills within her already, but that would have been a great experience for her.
And it's a good line out by the Warriors. Rihanna Barrow just takes it from her forwards. And Holland Bogan just trying to find a way through into that 5-metre channel. Just trying to find reorganisation. And it's a good strong carry there.
Push back, push back.
Again coming through, just good defence there by the Wolfhounds. Poppy Fletcher there just on the floor. And it's advantage.
That looks like a score.
Ball still available. Ball, no score as yet.
Just
short again. Good organisation here from Glasgow Warriors, right in that try line. And the try is now given. Superb organisation. Absolutely wonderful try. Glasgow Warriors' second try of the day. And it's come from Aisha Sutcliffe, which is superb, patient play, but that was definitely an all-forward play and really good organisation from Rihanna Darragh.
Yeah, really good patience again. It looked like they'd scored earlier on. I thought the ball might have been on the try line earlier, but just the patience to build up and then just extend their legs there to get to the try line. Really good shape from Aisha Sutcliffe there. Really good support from a forward pack alongside her. And the control from Rihanna Darragh as well, just barking the orders, organising players into good positions, letting the forwards do their job.
What a lovely
she's really
smile.
pleased with
I know,
that.
what a smile as well. Really lovely to see. This competition has just been super for her. Playing hooker and loose head, and not many people can do that. Well done. And Millie Warren just missing out on the conversion there. Got the first one, but not to be on that second one. But 12 points for the Warriors, 12 points Glasgow Warriors, Wolfhounds 35.
Just make sure your chasers are on when you're ready.
But the Glasgow Warriors just showing when they get the patience and the clinical side of things right, that they can execute so well.
Yeah, and I think from a Glasgow Warriors perspective, getting the exit right here is important, but then they've scored 2 tries here. Can they score 2 more and pick up at least a try bonus point? There's been a few games this year where they've looked out of the game, but they've worked really hard to make sure they take at least a point away from those games. And that's been important for their positioning in the league table, so that will be their focus for the next 20 minutes or so until the end of the game.
Absolutely. Glasgow Warriors currently in 4th place on 11 points, Britton Thunder on 10, Edinburgh on 6. Every point, every league point counts for the league table. If they score 4 tries, they get a try bonus point. And if they finish within 7, they get an extra point as well, losing bonus to 2. And if they get all the way back, they get the win. So lots to play for in these last 20 minutes. What a hit there from the Wolfhounds. Absolutely superb. Vicky Elms killing them.
Nothing now, push back.
Great hits there from the Wolfhounds. But great footwork there.
No, eight, lead back. Okay,
lovely carry there by the Warriors.
Push back.
And again, Bogan, when she comes into her own, about the 60-minute mark, things start to open up, things just switch on for her, and she just goes up another level, starts fighting even more. Lovely, lovely offload there. Sophie Murphy there on at number 19 place for Stirling County. Add some firepower to this pack. Tall, rangy, strong. Penalty advantage there for Katie Ainsworth. And it's just knocked him behind, but they'll come back. High tackle there, and the referees pick that up.
Penalty over, sorry.
Some strong carries there. Sophie Murphy, good players there.
Yeah, some good carries into that midfield. Katie Ainsworth just moving the ball a little bit wider to get away from that back row who are parked next to the breakdown.
Let's go, please.
This isn't the high tackle. I think that's just coming up here on Katie Ainsworth, just doing well to get on the other side.
Shoulder and shoulder
that
to
was
head.
Just a little bit high, and then Rihanna Derrick playing with advantage, just looking for that corner, knowing that they would come back for the penalty if it wasn't quite on.
Yeah, just push.
So again, a great opportunity here for Glasgow in the 22.
I think Brian McNamara would have wanted this to go a little bit closer to the try line, but still a good chance for Glasgow's line out to function and get them deeper in.
Again, good throw by Aisha Sutcliffe. Strong organisation. Cleva Malloy just trying to stop it. And Frere Walker just offloading there. Right in the middle of that maul. And it's on the deck now. Emily Kubra wants it. Head down. And again, Frere Walker scored a lovely try in the earlier rounds. Be looking to make her mark.
On the floor making the tackle. 2.
Glasgow playing with penalty advantage here as well.
Yeah, you're pinned in there, the ball there.
And again, Rihanna Derrick, and it goes behind this time. And Millie Warren with the footwork and with the drive.
Tackle!
Exceptional drive there by Millie Warren. Great play by Katie Ainsworth.
New advantage. 13 offside.
And again, Holland Bogan sometimes just going a bit high there. But Glasgow still in possession. Emily Kubra with the leg drive. Shelley Main with the drive forward with her. Excellent support. And it goes in behind. Brian McNamara is well marked there.
Still playing penalty advantage.
Aoife Dalton opposite number, giving her those attentions. And again, Shelley Main. Good play there by Katie Ainsworth. Again, Aoife Dalton so strong. And we'll go back for that penalty. Great passage of play there by Glasgow.
You've got one here for offside.
Brianna Dark just keeping, just asking where they want it.
Yep.
And they'll go over to the left side.
Improve down here.
Great pressure there by Glasgow Warriors. Good patience.
Yeah, and a couple of opportunities there for the backs. The ball got whipped out to Katie Ainsworth, and I thought on that initial one she gave it off to Brian McNamara, but the space opened up in front of her, and then the second time you could see her trying to take that space in front of her, but Aoife Dalton doing a great job of covering on both occasions in that situation.
Freya Warp making a difference when she's coming on. Fresh legs, fresh thoughts. Again, great take. Lovely take again by Holland Bogan.
No, out now, 19. Out 4. Black to floor.
Again, just driving forward. She's working so hard off that deck. Freya. And again, the ball's kept. Sophie Murphy in there. Can they reorganise? And it's gone in behind. Brian McNamara needs some help. Millie Warren supporting. It's a good carry right in front of the sticks.
Ball's there.
Great play. And here's Sophie Murphy. We've talked about her. Was in earlier playing. Missed a few games, is now back. And it's going left, and it's been swung left, Millie Warren. It wasn't just a bit earlier, but lovely offload there. Great support play. Aisha Sutcliffe just on Warren's shoulder.
No advantage, yeah. Penalty back here.
And it's another penalty there.
Pins off. So we've had 2 offsides now.
Glasgow backs just look like they're going a little bit early on that attack wide. There is a little bit of space, so if they're going to go to it, they need to be brave enough to throw that long ball over the top of that really hard press that's coming up in front of them. But some of those shorter passes when they've got defenders coming hard into their faces aren't going to work on those occasions. So either let the forwards do one more phase or be brave enough to throw that ball over the top.
There's the carry for Bogan. Again going route one. Is it just short? Can Sophie Murphy power her way over?
Back feet.
Again looking for that try line. Is right on that line.
Short. Short. Ball's there.
Referee Murray Oliver is right there.
Knocked on.
And it's just turnover ball. Just a knock on there, right on that try line. Glasgow thought they were just pressuring just a bit too much. And just there, must have been lost in possession. Caoimhe Malloy saw it.
Let's go, please.
And Sophie Murphy just missing out there with that slight knock on.
It was really tight, that, wasn't it? Couple of inches short, really.
Time's off.
Great pressure by Glasgow Warriors, but great on the line defence by the Wolfhounds as well. Caoimhe Malloy there, we saw plays Rugby League for Ireland as well as the defence forces, so really experience there.
Yeah.
But this is the patient, this is the clinical that the Warriors are looking for, the outcomes in the 22.
Yeah, you felt like the momentum had swinged a little bit towards Glasgow after that Aisha Sutcliffe score. Glasgow being deep in this 22 now, and you know, they take another 5 points there, and they've got all of the momentum heading into the final 15 minutes. But Wolfhounds just surviving, and now if they relieve the pressure here, exit their 22, you can see them marching further up the pitch and just being a little bit more composed.
Yeah, Aoife Dalton at 13 really playing a captain's role in that defensive sets a couple of times, just really super quick at 13 to the breakdown. But definitely Freya Walker and Sophie Murphy making a real impact when they've come on off the bench with some really strong carries.
Sit.
Scrum to the Wolfhounds.
Use it now.
It's a huge sub there.
Ball was out. Nothing.
Erin King just trying to find her way out. Fair Walker just right in that 5 metre line. There's real pressure there. Poppy Fletcher in on that breakdown. And Abby Moyles there. And it was actually went off.
Do you know, I think she took a step back there as she went to catch just over the dead ball line. It's not a big dead ball area here at Scotstoun. It's quite tight, so if you're not used to that, you can get very close to it. And she just took a wee step over, and it's going to be a Glasgow 5 metre scrum.
It is. It's an exceptionally small, just in front of that east stand, and she wouldn't be probably used to such a small area. So it's a scrum. So massive opportunity, but it was a superb scrum, that last scrum.
Yeah, and the pressure that the Glasgow forwards put under Wolfhounds at those 2 rucks there as well will have made a big difference to getting on Abby Moyles as well there. If you make gain line on that, she probably doesn't need to sit quite as deep. She gets a clean exit, but instead we get a 5 metre scrum for Glasgow.
Aisha Sutcliffe playing.
We need to bring height up. Bring your feet under you.
With Sophie Murphy behind her, they play at clubs. It makes such a difference. Playing together, and Fair Walker as well. Just talking, providing some guidance to the younger Imogen Spence, which is great. Really good to see that teamwork within the forwards. This is where they really got to keep talking and keep working out and keep problem solving. And the same for the Wolfhounds too. India Daly still on in that hooker position for the Wolfhounds. And it's a free kick, and we go quickly, and it's left, and Brian McNamara out on that left side.
No, you stepped away.
And again, lovely tip on there to Sophie Murphy.
Not lost now.
Just playing a wee bit wider now. Super defence there from the Wolfhounds.
Push back.
They'll know that Bogan goes route 1. Aisha Sutcliffe again, solo. Again, a little lift there. Good latch. Excellent carry there. Erin King getting frustrated on that try line, doing everything she can to stop another try from the Warriors.
No.
And Aisha Sutcliffe in on it again, in amongst everything that's good here from the Warriors. And again, Poppy Fletcher right on that try line, and it's a little lift. And again, the teamwork and the close teamwork is excellent. It's gone out backs.
Tackle. No two, second attempt.
Wolfhounds defence, they've only conceded 9 tries in the whole of the previous 6 matches. They don't want to give up any tries. Both sides just keeping that ruthless mindset. And again, it goes left. Ainsworth out. And Norble's out in that left wing. And she manages to keep it in. She does well. And again, Emily Kubra just getting an extra metre there. Good leg drive.
Push back 18.
Sophie Murphy once again offering herself. Quite happy going into the thick of things. Caoimhe Malloy, outstanding defence there. And again, Holland Bogan dragging her side over. Can she reach over? She's just short. Great carry there from Holland Bogan.
Advantage 8.
And again, penalty advantage there. And it's a try. What wonderful play there. And it's Emily Kubra. Huge smile on her face. Indebted to all her teammates there, especially Holland Bogan on the carries, but wonderful patience there. Really, really superb patience from the Warriors for their 3rd try, and it's Emily Kubra.
Yeah, really good build-up from Glasgow Warriors. You felt like it's coming for a while. Been pounding on that try line. Each time they've gone out to the back, she felt it's not quite on, and they've lost a few metres, but the forwards have been inching away. Nearly got there with that one, and then Emily Kubra. Those girls have worked really hard for all of the half metres at each of those.
Yeah. Frere Walker, Emily, Sophie Murphy. And it's a superb conversion by Millie Warren. 2nd conversion of the day, wonderful conversion. 19 points, Glasgow Warriors, 35 Wolfhounds. crucial conversion there as well, Sarah.
Yeah, definitely got them
He's off.
back into the game, and more importantly, 3 tries scored. A 4th try would ensure that they get at least a point out of this game. In that build-up there as well, I think India Daly was just shown a yellow card. Just on that, there was a couple of infringements close to that line. The offside, a couple of hands in the breakdown. Murray Oliver just having enough, and India Daly's been yellow carded.
Yeah, down to 14 Wolfhounds. So strong period of play for the Warriors, and down to 14. Yellow card there, India Daly. And we've got a replacement now as well. Come on for Robin Gibson, who makes her debut as well. She's on the pitch as well for Glasgow Warriors. On for Emily Norville.
I think we've had a couple of substitutions from Wolfhounds as well. That's Aoibhinn Riley at scrum half now as well. I've watched her play a couple of games this year. She started a few. She's been electric. The speed of her play, maybe not on a day like today, but generally she really gets this Wolfhounds team playing on top and playing with some quick ball as well. So really excited about her prospects coming on.
So Regan Casey just making way, just so also scrums can take place, because India Daly is in the sin bin. So Regan Casey, number 7, is coming off, and Emma Jane Wilson is coming on at hooker there. And then we've got Hannah Wilson as on as well, both making their debuts for the Wolfhounds.
Nice, Heather, chatting about scrums while I talk about scrum halves.
A bit of reshuffling always when there is a card.
Bind! Far side. We're both just taking
But big
space
moment
there.
for the two Wilsons, making their debuts for the Wolfhounds.
Ready? Okay, make sure you keep space. You work hard to keep it as well. Let's go, quick reset.
In fact, Emma Jane Wilson there at hooker, she couldn't play for Leinster. She trained with Leinster last year, but she was 17, so she couldn't play in the matches. So fantastic opportunity for her today at the age of 18 to be making her debut and playing senior rugby.
Set.
And it's a free kick there. And then we go to the 22. And again, Caoimhe Malloy and those strong carries. Holland Bogan
No hands.
up for the tackles.
No.
And again, lovely tip there by Abby Moyles to Aoife Dalton. Working hard on that 22. The Wolfhounds just bounces off the body out off Corcoran there. Warriors back in possession.
Stay on side. Advantage over.
And again, Millie trying to clear her lines there. But it goes back to Amy Larn, who really hasn't put a foot wrong today. So confident under the kick receipt. Again, nice carry there. Oh, great pick up there. And Aoibhinn Riley, replacement scrum half. Fantastic break there, and Aoibhinn Riley has been on the bench, 19 caps for Ireland, and just pops up and scores a try. Wonderful try there, 6th try for the Wolfhounds.
That's the energy and the acceleration as well from a really good scrum half. Straight off the kick receipt, you thought Glasgow had got a good line up, they pushed them back, but 2 quick rucks, Aoibhinn Riley sniping around, and then the acceleration to get just comes from this one. A really good ball presentation. Excellent. There. Yeah. That ball's out before it's been in, and then Aoibhinn Riley just, casual as you like. Great acceleration, great speed, and 5 easy points.
Yeah, wonderful asset to have on the bench today. She'll be delighted with that. And again it goes over. 6 from 6 for Abby Moyles, equaling her record the last time the Wolfhounds played the Glasgow Warriors. An excellent, just absolute excellent worth. I know we've talked about Dan O'Brien internationals, but surely Abby Moyles has got to be in the picture as well, because that's really good consistent kicking.
Yeah, she has been great off the tee today, as we just watched the end of that brilliant try there. But yeah, she has controlled a very difficult game quite well today, but she's been exceptional off the tee as well, which has been great to see.
And again, Amy Larn bursting through.
Not held, ball's release, fine.
In these last 4 minutes, Wolfhounds again wanting more tries. Can the Warriors get a bonus point? Try. Can they get a fourth? They're sitting on 3 tries. The Wolfhounds on 6 tries.
Yeah.
But Riley, just a bit of class there, and Amy Larn as well.
Yeah, definitely. And then really good game management here as well, just getting on the front foot and then spotting some space in behind. Wolfhounds not having to overplay now, they're well in the lead, just dinking that ball across, nearly getting on the end of it, but it doesn't matter too much if it rolls into touch at that point. Glasgow deep in their own 22 and having to play out, trying to get that 4th try.
Yeah, and it was Emma-Jane Wilson indeed who made that carry before Evie and Riley scored, and we were just talking about stepping up to senior rugby, so what an impact she's made, and she'll be delighted with that. So Sarah, just we're watching the scrums at the moment, but any ideas who's in the frame for players of the match?
Yeah, I think there's been a couple who've stepped up. I think from a Glasgow point of view, that centre pairing that we talked about before the game, Brian McNamara and Millie Warren, they've both been really good in attack. Aisha Sutcliffe as well. From a Wolfhounds perspective, Aoife Dalton has really led from the front. She's defended really well. I think that Wolfhounds have needed to today. I think Abby Moyles has controlled the game really well as well. Erin King got them going forward when they needed to. So all of them up for player of the match in the next minute. We'll see who comes out on top.
Great stuff. And it's a kick from McNamara. And Katie Corrigan just fielding that kick. And again, it's Lauren. That's a great take. But good line speed there from Millie Warren.
Use it 9.
Just on that 10-metre line. Good kick there from Avian Riley. Not many options on. And again, Rihanna Darragh
Moving back in front.
putting a high one in to Katie Corrigan. Great take there. She's been consistent as well all the time out in that right wing. And there we have Kate Farrell McCabe, who's come on too, and it's a lovely pass out, but just a fraction forward.
Just drifted a little bit forward there into the hands of Aoife Dalton. There was some space on that wide channel, but
yes, if the hands are going forward just slightly there, just slightly.
Ball just drifting. It's always hard when you make a pass on a line in a game of rugby as well. It makes it really obvious for the referee as to whether it's drifted forward or not.
So Sarah, who's now you've had a quick think again, who's your confirmed player of the match for today?
Yeah, I think there was a few of those Wolfhound players who were all up for it today. I think my player of the match today, though, is someone who's carried really hard. She's got Wolfhounds going forwards in that close contact area. She's defended the try line really well, and she's really made a mess of all of Glasgow's opportunities today. I think she's kept the Wolfhounds in the game. So my player of the match for today is Erin King.
Superb. Welcome back, Erin. I'm sure we'll be saying more of you soon, but great play there from Frere Walker. Ball just going loose.
Leave that, no, leave it, leave it.
And it was Aoife Dalton just on that. We just talked about her defensive capabilities there and just denying Frere Walker just at the heart of things. Aoife Dalton, the Wolfhounds captain. But ball's still alive, and Poppy Mellenby's got it. As the stadium clock just hits 80.
You've got the ball, play. You've got ball.
The Wolfhounds have it.
No! Yeah, we're
Cleveland Malloy just making that carry. Will they continue to play? They are. And again, Emma-Jane Wilson wants on that ball. Abby Moyles just, and there's more. This is crucial. Can she make it all the way to that line? Yes, she can. That's a huge intercept by Millie Warren for the Warriors. 4th try, and the try, crucial bonus point. 4 tries for the Warriors. Millie Warren.
That's massive from the Warriors' point of view. It looked like that had slipped away from them. It looked like they weren't going to be able to score a 4th try. But really working hard in defence, even to the 80th minute there, getting herself in a good position to get an intercept and having the pace to go the length at that point in the game. Really, really important. And Glasgow are going to come away from this game with a point as well, which is going to be huge for their season.
That's an absolutely massive intercept. Millie Warren, just defensive capabilities and just showing her attacking qualities there, coming into the side to partner Brian McNamara at centre, and she's going to take the conversion too. And it goes over. 3 from 4 from Millie Warren today. That's a huge ending for the Glasgow Warriors to make it 4 tries and 26 points, but the Wolfhounds, absolutely fantastic competitor today, scoring 6 tries of their own, 3 tries in the first half and 3 tries in the second half, but the Warriors coming back and getting 3 tries in the second half. So final score, Glasgow Warriors 26, Wolfhounds 42, but crucially Glasgow Warriors getting a try bonus point for the league table, so they go to 12 points and retain their 4th spot. Wolfhounds a maximum, that's 7 out of 7, 7 bonus point wins. Superb achievement for the Wolfhounds.
Yeah, really good game that we've been treated to today. When we saw at the start of the game the rain hammering down here at Scotstoun, had the potential to be a really low scoring game with limited free-flowing rugby, but it's been great to see some really good stuff from both sides today. Glasgow will be really pleased with that 80-minute performance, coming away with a bonus point for a 4th try in that dying seconds of the game as well. So really good from their perspective and in the perspective of their season. A clinical Wolfhounds side again today. They've not been as flash as we've seen them over the past few weeks, but they got the job done today. Whenever they presented with opportunities in Glasgow's 22, they finished them off.
Absolutely, and it was 7-all in that first half, but it was Erin King and Nisha Smith with an Erin King charge down in the first half. That was probably the turning point there, just to go in at 21-7 rather than 7-all.
Yeah, for a while it was a little bit tight, but a couple of game-changing moments. We saw a charge down that was really important in the Scotland-England game yesterday at Murrayfield, but today, you know, that seemed to be the turning point as well for Wolfhounds, just getting an extra 7 points and building the momentum into the second half.
And here's the Wolfhounds' first try by Katie Corrigan. It was a lovely kick from Abby Moyles. Beautifully weighted kick after a series of good carries from the Wolfhounds forwards. Katie Corrigan, great to see her back and getting on that score sheet. 7s and 15s internationalists. But here, in a class of her own, Briar McNamara evades the attention of all the chafing Wolfhounds and gets the first try for Glasgow Warriors. She's on 3 tries already, that's her 4th try in the competition, but she normally creates so many as well. An offloading game as well. But her footwork, she's just growing so much for this competition and enjoying it so much. There's pictures with her laughing and joking with her teammates, and it's great to see her. It's that team spirit and her contributing so well. Excellent try. And that made it 7-all. And at that point, game on. But Linda Zhugang had other ideas. 52 times capped Irish internationalist. Just some strong carries. Getting in that 22 and causing problems for the Warriors. Sophie Barrett as well, her fellow prop, 2 really good charges. And then it was that player of the match, Erin King, crossing over for the 2nd try for the Wolfhounds. Excellent play by them. Hats off to Erin King. It was a great carry there by Sophie Barrett. She had so much to do. She's really a 7s player, but she's transferred into the 15s so well and showing that she's comfortable in both disciplines. And again, just reading the ball so well. Erin King again getting that charge down. This is leading up to the 3rd try for the Wolfhounds. Anisha Smith eventually finishing it off, but it was Erin King that's created it so well. Jake Gaffney doing so well, calm and controlled at the back there at scrum half. Just looking for the right options every time. Happy to marshal her forwards. She's done a great job, but it was really quick there. And Regan Casey and Aoife Dalton doing well in the clear out just to create that gap for Anisha Smith. Great try, and that was the third try, so that was 7:21 going into half time. And those crucial last 10-minute tries of the first half was absolutely crucial to the Wolfhounds win today. Going in, instead of 7-0, going in 21-7 up. And they also, and just equally the either side of half time, they get 2 tries here. And it's Erin King again, so quick off the base. Just power play off that scrum. She doesn't get the try, but she sets it up for her teammate Fiona too, who again crashes over. Just shows you what a difference a real power and pace can make off a scrum. Get the Rs, just sucks in. Look how many defenders are being sucked in there. And then Fiona too, enjoying her time with the Wolfhounds. Getting ready for the Guinness Women's Six Nations. Crashing over for the 4th try for the Wolfhounds. And again, Fiona too on the carry. Really, really good play. And it's Erin King again. Fiona Toot and Erin King just want that ball so much. Just so good to see. The Warriors doing a power of work in that defence. And Creva Malloy's on. Really, really powerful. Impressed with her today. Made a difference in that second half as well. And Erin King just finishing off the job. But just a series of really, really powerful carries. Really good patient carries, great fitness, good defence there by the Warriors, but just running out of steam. But here, Warriors fighting back. It was 7:35, and then Aisha Sutcliffe eventually manages to find a spot with some patient carries in the lead up to this. Freya Walker making a difference, Sophie Murphy making a difference, and then Aisha Sutcliffe just charging over. Really good play. So low, and great to see her playing, starting at loosehead today and then changing to hooker, which really does give the coaches options when they're playing in the second half. I thought Holland Bogan had just had it there, not quite. And again, a series of, they're under penalty advantage, and Emma Kubra, just quick as you like. From the back of that ruck, 3rd try for Glasgow Warriors. And then just a bit of absolute skill here from Avian Riley. The Irish internationalist just finding space. Quick off the back of the quick ruck from Emma Jane Wilson. Superb 6th try there. Avian Riley, absolutely excellent. Abby Moles converting all 6 of them today. Really makes a difference when the kicker is on form. But Riley, what an interception just to finish the job off. Millie Warren, crucial, that bonus point, an extra one for Glasgow today to add to their 11 points, so they'll finish on 12 points. Absolutely crucial. And looks what it means to all the Glasgow Warrior teammates. Delighted with that. In space, brilliant finish. So final score 26-40. And now we're going to go down pitch side, and Sarah Law is pitch side with Neil Arkon and Erin King, the player of the match.
Joined pitch side by our player of the match and winning head coach for today. It's nice to be doing this in a light Scottish drizzle rather than the torrential downpour that we said at the start. Did that play into your game plan at all today, the weather?
I mean, the weather in Ireland's been very similar, so we've had some good practice in the rain, some tough sessions leading into this game. But yeah, the girls did great. You know, we just wanted to narrow up a little bit, and it was more of a forwards game this weekend, which I was happy about. So yeah, I can't complain.
And early on in that game, you were 7-all. Did that bring about any nerves, or did you all have the confidence that you were able to finish that off?
For me, no, because I thought the game plan we were kind of executing wasn't too bad. We needed to play a bit more into their half and be a bit more disciplined. But the girls produced some great stuff, to be fair, in the second half, the start of it.
And Erin, you were our player of the match today. Fantastic performance defensively as well as in attack, carrying forward. You were returning from a really horrific injury as well this time last year. So how good is it for you to be back playing some great rugby for the Wolfhounds?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really tough stint of rehab for me. I didn't know if I'd make it back, so I really appreciate any time I get to go on the pitch, whether that's training or playing with the girls. Like, I just love it so much, and you forget how much you love the sport when you're not in it, and as soon as you come back you remember why you do it. And yeah, I'll never take a day out there for granted, even when it's pissing out. But yeah, no, I'm delighted to be back with the girls.
And obviously we've got a few weeks before the Women's Six Nations, the men's happening at the moment. You've just been named Ireland captain for that upcoming Six Nations. How excited are you about that?
Oh, it's an absolute honour. I definitely didn't expect it, but I'm going to do my best job with the girls. You know, it's such an exciting team, and I just can't wait to get like I'm raring to go. And I think it's a really special group of players. As you can see out there, there's even more and more girls coming through the system as well, and great coaches like Pops guiding us through. So yeah, can't wait, and it's an absolute privilege.
Brilliant. We'll let you run away and get your
me, she deserved it. All the work she does, she's been brilliant on and off. So.
Thank you. Cheers.
Nice. And just before we finish up, you're obviously round 7 now, a couple of more games in the normal season, and then we've got semi-finals this year. How excited are you about the semi-finals, and what does the build-up look like in the next few weeks for that?
Yeah, so the semi-final is really special. It brings a bit more excitement to the competition, which is brilliant, what we want to see. We just got to focus on each game. I said every week, but we just got to focus on each game as it comes. And the fact that we've made people get more opportunities today is giving us more of a headache, which is what we want. We just got to prepare for next week, which is Thunder away.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Excellent game today.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Next round.
Cheers.
So final standings out after round 7 results this weekend. Britton Thunder getting the win against Edinburgh, 33-14. Gowalia Lightning just been edged out by the Clovers, 14-19. And the final score here at Scotstoun, Glasgow Warriors 26, Wolfhounds 42. So some great matches in this block of 4 leading up to the playoffs. So there we have the standings as is at the moment. The Wolfhounds 7 from 7 on maximum bonus point wins 35. The Clovers, after their win yesterday, on 28 and second. Gowalia stay on third on 23. And Glasgow, with that extra point today, that bonus point, go from 11, stay in fourth and get 12 points. Britton Thunder are now in fifth, swap places with Edinburgh after their win yesterday. They were on 10 points and Edinburgh on 6 points. But everything to play for the top 4 spots for the next 3 rounds. And after this weekend, we're straight into matches next weekend in round 8. All played next Saturday, the 21st of February, 2 12:30 kickoffs. That's the Clovers against Edinburgh, Britton Thunder against the Wolfhounds, and Gowalia Lightning against Glasgow. Both the Wolfhounds and Glasgow are in Wales next weekend. Britton against Wolfhounds kicks off at 12:30, and Gowalia against Glasgow Warriors at the CCB Centre in Glamorgan at Stradmunach kicks off at 1 o'clock, and Britton against Wolfhounds will be at the Parky Scarlets. Clovers against Edinburgh at Dexcom in Galway. So just to recap here at Scotstoun, and strangely enough it's now stopped raining. Great match here. Glasgow Warriors 26, Wolfhounds 42. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next weekend. Thank you.